Until now, the Pima County Sheriff's Office has been using a Florida lab to handle all of its DNA testing, a decision that was controversial from the start.
But in a case like this, where you may know that you may have some DNA samples, some biological samples that may need to get DNA from, it should have immediately gone to the FBI. I think they lost 11 weeks of time.
Friends, Nancy Guthrie has been missing for over 80 days, but the bombshell news that just dropped has sent shockwaves through the entire nation. Can you imagine that the very man sworn to protect Nancy, the sheriff himself, has been officially and forcefully sidelined? Yes, you heard that right. FBI Quantico has made a move so rare, it's almost unheard of in the history of American crime. Sheriff Nanos, the man who held the keys to the Pima County search, has been effectively banned from the DNA lab. But why? Is it just a procedural disagreement, or is the sheriff hiding a dark, twisted secret that stands between us and the truth about Nancy? Today, we are peeling back the layers of a cover-up that goes deeper than anyone ever dared to imagine. We are exposing the truth about the secret lab and the single, microscopic clue that the sheriff tried to bury forever. The first question we must ask is, why did Sheriff Nanos keep the FBI at arm's length for 11 critical weeks? 11 weeks of deafening silence. 11 weeks of leads that went nowhere. 11 weeks of a grandmother's life ticking away. Forensic giants like C.C. Moore and former CIA operative Tracy Walder are no longer whispering, they are pointing the finger directly at the sheriff's office. They claim Nanos sabotaged this investigation by funneling evidence into a standard, under-equipped lab in Florida. Why a lab thousands of miles away? A lab that was never equipped to handle a mystery this complex. It was a stall tactic. This lab lacked the technology to analyze rootless DNA, and Nanos knew it. The FBI saw the clock ticking. They saw the sheriff intentionally turning this into a cold case. In a move of desperation and authority, Quantico stepped in and stripped him of his power. As of this moment, Sheriff Nanos is a persona non grata. He is forbidden from touching the evidence, forbidden from seeing the files, and banned from controlling the narrative. But here is where the air gets truly chilling. When the FBI finally seized the evidence containers from the local authorities, they found something the local police had practically dismissed. Hidden deep within the fibers of Nancy's bedroom carpet was a single strand of hair. Just one. For decades, a hair without a root was considered a forensic dead end, a ghost with no name. But the FBI isn't living in the past. They are utilizing whole genome sequencing, the same cutting-edge technology that unmasked the Gilgo Beach serial killer, Rex Heuermann, after he spent decades hiding in plain sight. This rootless hair has been rushed to a specialized lab under 24/7 FBI guard. The million-dollar question is, why did Sheriff Nanos call this hair useless? Was it gross incompetence, or was it a deliberate choice to look the other way? The suspense tightens when you look at the forensic reconstruction of that fateful night. We know the kidnapper was calm, calculated, and likely not alone. He held a flashlight in his mouth to keep his hands free while he dragged an 84-year-old woman out of her only sanctuary. Science doesn't lie. Holding an object in your mouth for even a few minutes creates a saliva trail. The FBI found these traces. They found the DNA of a stranger on the light switches and the nightstand. Yet, Sheriff Nanos dismissed it all as mixed DNA, claiming it was too contaminated to ever be separated. But the shadow of doubt grows darker. Sources now suggest that some of the original swabs taken by local deputies might have been swapped or misplaced before they even reached the first lab. Is the sheriff afraid of what the true, uncontaminated face looks like? Is it a face he recognizes? Now, let's look at the man behind the badge. Why would a high-ranking sheriff risk his entire career and his reputation? The answer lies in the shadows of his record. Sheriff Nanos isn't just an embattled officer. He has a past filled with 26 internal allegations and 8 separate suspensions. We are talking about a history of brutal violence against suspects and a documented habit of forgetting the truth while under oath. He is currently facing perjury charges for lying about his disciplinary record during a deposition. When the person leading the search for Nancy Guthrie is himself a master of deception, how can we trust a single word that has come out of his mouth for the last 80 days? Did he miss the evidence, or did he hide it because the DNA might point to someone in his own inner circle? Some are even whispering about a secret agreement between the sheriff's office and local figures that dates back years. Is Nancy a victim of a crime, or a pawn in a much larger, deadlier game? The mystery takes a darker turn with the Bitcoin ransom notes. These cryptic letters claim Nancy is still alive, being held in the lawless Sonora Desert in Mexico, a wasteland where cartels rule and police are paid to be blind. The FBI actually engaged with this kidnapper. They sent a small amount of Bitcoin to the wallet on February 11th. They were ready to negotiate. They were ready to pay whatever it took. And then, total silence. The kidnapper vanished. The wallet went cold. This wasn't just a failed ransom, it was a psychological trap. Did the kidnapper get spooked by the FBI, or did Sheriff Nanos' public dismissal signal to the killer that the deal was off? Or worse, was the ransom note coming from inside the country, perhaps even from a burner phone linked to a government tower, all along? Every minute Nancy is gone, the psychological war intensifies. Her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, is living a nightmare while heartless internet trolls claim this is all a rating stunt. Imagine the agony of losing your mother and then being accused of her disappearance by people who have never even been to Pima County. The FBI is now investigating the source of these theories. They are looking for the digital puppet master spreading these lies. Is someone being paid to flood the internet with disinformation just to protect the real culprit? The FBI has reportedly traced some of these IP addresses back to a private security firm that has worked closely with the sheriff in the past. The circle is closing. The entire case now hangs by a single, fragile thread. That one rootless hair is sitting in the lab of Dr. Ed Green right now. It is being broken down, sequenced, and matched against billions of profiles. If that hair belongs to the kidnapper, there is nowhere left to hide, not in Mexico, not in the desert, and certainly not behind a sheriff's badge. But there is a terrifying catch. The hair is degraded. If the sequencing fails just once, the sample is destroyed. It is a one-shot chance at justice. If the lab fails, the truth dies with that strand of hair. Why was Nanos truly banned? Inside sources suggest it wasn't just about the hair. It was about the evidence logs. When the FBI audited the locker, they found that several logs from the night of the kidnapping were altered. Digital footprints show that someone accessed these files from a terminal inside the sheriff's own office at 3 a.m., a time when only high-level authorized personnel were in the building. The FBI didn't just ban him from the lab, they are now treating the sheriff's office as a secondary crime scene. They are looking for the internal mole who tried to erase the path leading to Nancy. They are looking for the person who knew exactly which camera was broken and which door was left unlocked. We are at the ultimate turning point. Either science will set Nancy free, or corruption will bury her forever. The fact that the sheriff is fighting a legal battle for his own job while an 84-year-old grandmother is missing tells you everything you need to know about his priorities. The ban status is just the tip of a very large, very dark iceberg. Behind that ice is a network of silence that the FBI is finally beginning to crack. What do you think is hidden in those altered logs? Was the Bitcoin ransom a trap set by someone who knows the system? And the most haunting question of all, is Nancy Guthrie still waiting for us to find her, or is the sheriff's silence a sign that it's already too late? Do not let this story go cold. Every share, every comment, and every view keeps the pressure on the FBI to ignore the sheriff's interference and find the truth. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because the next 48 hours could bring the news that finally breaks this case, and Sheriff Nanos, wide open. The search for Nancy Guthrie is no longer just a missing person case, it's a war against a system that failed her from day one. We will not stop until we know why Sheriff Nanos was really banned, and who exactly was holding that flashlight in the dark. The clock is ticking, and the truth is screaming to be found. See you in the next update. Stay safe, stay vigilant.